Hi everyone, my name is Ku Teng Hao with matrix number F22A0107, course SPH. So this video is recorded for assignment for course FFT1093, Animal Anatomy and Physiology. So in this assignment, I'm assigned to select one type of farm animals, and by understanding their digestive system, then identify the best diet for it based on their digestive system. So horses is the farm animal that I selected for this assignment. As we know that horses are non-ruminant herbivores and also known as hingat fermenters or monogastric digestive system animals, meaning horses do not have multiple compartmented stomachs like cattle do and mainly feed with plant materials like hay and barley. The horse's gastrointestinal tract consists of mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and the highly developed large intestine, which compose of the cecum, large colon, small colon, and rectum. Horses have hypsodont teeth, which means their teeth continuously erupt throughout their life. These adaptations allows them to compensate for the virus caused by chewing fibrous plant materials. Chewing is a crucial part of the horse digestion process as it breaks down foods into smaller particles, increasing the surface area for better digestion and nutrients absorptions. Esophagus of the horse acts as a canal which passes the feeds from the mouth into the stomach. The horse's stomach is relatively small, accounting for only about 10% of its total digestive capacity. Unlike humans, horses have a non-stop secretions of gastric acids, regardless of food intake. This constant acid production is important for the digestion of proteins in the stomach. However, due to the relatively small size of stomachs, it's best to feed horses small, frequent meals throughout the day to avoid overloading their digestive system. The stomach's main functions include mixing, storage, and control release of feeds into the small intestine, and secretions of pepsin to begin protein digestions. Very little absorptions of nutrients occur in stomach. Once feed is released from the stomach, it's entered into the small intestine. After the feed leaving the stomach, partially digested food enters the small intestine. The small intestine is responsible for the digestion and absorption of nutrients such as proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. It plays a vital role in breaking down these nutrients into smaller molecules that can be absorbed through the intestinal walls and utilized by the host body. And the last parts of the gastrointestinal tracts of the horse is the hingut fermentation, which consists of the cecum, large colon, small colons, and rectum. The rectum consists of 12 to 15% of the tract capacity, and the colon consists of 40 to 50% of the tract capacity. The major functions of the hinguts are the microbial digestions, which purpose for fermentations of dietary fiber, structural carbohydrates primarily from forage in the horse diet. Important end products of the fermentations are volatile fatty acids, for example, the acetic, propionic, and butyric acids, which can serve as an energy source for horses fed mostly forage such as pasture or hay. Fermentations also produces methane, carbon dioxide, and water, as well as most of the B vitamins and some amino acids. Another function of the hingut is water absorption. Okay, so now we are going to explain more about the horse ideal diets based on their digestive system. As we know that horses are natural grazers and have evolved to consume small amounts of forage throughout the day. Their long digestive systems requires a high fiber diet that is consumed in small amounts, like approximately 4 to 5 pounds of concentrate per meals over a long periods of time. Rather than a few large meals, like we typically eat, horses usually eat small meals throughout the days in many times. Horses actually spend most of their time eating. In the horse, unlike in the ruminant, microbial fermentations occurs after the monogastric like sections rather than before. This has a great impact on how we should feed a horse and explains in parts why the horse and cows differ so much in their nutritional efficiencies and requirements. The natural diets of the horse is the pasture grass and the tender plants. Good pasture consists of most of the nutrition of a horse requires to be healthy. It also contains silica, which is important for dental health. Primitive horses can live on sparse rations and often have to make do with less than ideal pasture and living conditions. This is likely why problems like obesity, equine metabolic syndromes, and laminitis are rare in wild horses but occur frequently in our modern horses. Next, other than the pasture grass and tenders, hay is the next best choice. Finding good horse hay can be tricky. It helps to have hay tested, so any shortfalls in vitamins and minerals can be compensated for with supplements. For some horses, rich hay can be a problem in the same way rich pastural gas can be. Easy keepers may need to be restricted from 24/7 access to a bill feeder. Oats are a traditional grain fed to horses. But however, horses may also be fed small amounts of other grains like corn. Some grains such as wheat are not always good for horse. The seed head of grasses would be the closest things a wild horses would come to eating grains in their natural environment. Concentrates are usually a mixture of things like grains, flax seeds, beet pulp, molasses for energy and flavor, burn, vitamins and minerals, and other ingredients. Commercial mixers may have a number of ingredients in them, or some feed mills will mix concentrate to your specifications. Other than oats, petrol gas, and tender plants, concentrates mix are also a good choices for horses. Concentrates are usually a mixture of things like grains, flax seeds, beet pulp, molasses is for energy and flavor, bran, vitamins and minerals, and other ingredients. Commercial mixers may have a number of ingredients in them, or some feed mills will mix concentrate to your specifications. Only practical when you have a large number of horses to feed. Concentrate mixes like grains help make up for any shortfalls in nutrition and provide a quick source of energy. Mares in foal, nursing mares, performance, or working horse often benefit from being fed concentrates in addition to grass or hay. Many of the horse owners like to feed their horses treats. These tidbits may include things like apples, carrots, or other flavor foods or vegetables, handfuls of grains, sugar cubes, or candies, or sometimes old things like the bites of a hot dog or boiled eggs. However, it may not be advisable to feed horses meat or too many sugary treats, including fruits. Horses are herbivores, and even though a horse may not show outward signs like colic when fed meat, they may still feel some discomforts and strange foods could affect the intestinal flora. And of course, a horse will make the connections to the hamburger they ate an hour ago and the discomfort they are having now. So they'll probably eat any foods they like over and over again. This is why it's important to feed treats in small amounts. Treats need to be considered as parts of the overall feeding plans and kept to a minimum if your horse needs to watch its weight. Your horse also needs to be respectful when being fed treats. So, in conclusion, your horse ideal diet is large portions of pastural grass and tender plants and some oats. And if for some sporting horse, a concentrate mix is much more suitable for them and also with the treats which make the horse happier. And lastly, thanks for watching.